Hey y'all, welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. I wanted to get on here and just thank y'all for always supporting my channel and for watching my What's for Dinner videos every Friday. This week's What's for Dinner video is not going to be like my normal. I have one meal that I'm sharing, and then the meal I'm sharing for today is actually just spaghetti. I thought I would throw it in there. I mean, most people know how to make spaghetti, but maybe you might wonder how I make mine. But the reason being is there's been a lot that's went on in my family. I would like to dedicate this video in the memory of my cousin Susanna. She had colon cancer and had fought a long, hard battle for the last year and a half. And on Saturday, June the 6th, she lost her battle with cancer. She was 37 years old, and she left behind two girls, a 14 and a 12-year-old. And so today's video I would like to dedicate in her memory. So anyways, I just wanted to let y'all know why my video is not the norm, but it's just been a busy week and everything. But next week I hope to get back on track and share some really good meals. But anyways, I thank y'all so much for supporting my channel. I hope you'll enjoy this video. I'm sorry that it's going to be a lot shorter. It's not going to have as much, but I promise you next week will be better. So let's get to the meals. Okay, we're going to start out by dicing half of an onion, and I'm using my cool little cutter tool thing. Actually, I got this at Aldi's several years ago. And now we're going to take 1 pound of ground beef, and I have a little helper today. Actually, I have my cousin's little girl, Kinley, and she's going to help me. She's going to put in 1 egg. She wanted to be in one of my videos. Next, you're going to add in a half a cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. I use the Italian style. And then we're going to add in a half a tablespoon of pepper. And my little helper, Kinley's helping again. This is my cousin Jennifer's little girl, not my cousin who passed away. And she's helping me with the salt. She is such a good little helper, being very careful to get the right amount of salt. She's so cute. Oh, my favorite mixing tool to use is my hands, and she was like, ew. She didn't want to help me with this part. So anyways, you're going to mix this up real good, and we're going to make meatballs in the size of like golf balls. That's what the recipe said to do. Here at the stove with my pot, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of oil. And we're going to warm those up on kind of medium to medium high heat. And once again, Kinley's over there. She's getting that oil all coated on the pan. And then you just start adding in your meatballs. And you're going to want to cook these for about a minute on each side. And I kind of got carried away. We were talking and everything. So as I flip them over, some of them look a little bit darker. But in the end, they were fine after they cooked in all of the liquid and stuff. And since these were really big, you know, I kind of moved them from side to side and tried to get all of the different sides browned. Now we're going to add in 2 cups of beef broth, which I didn't have the canned beef broth, so I use beef bouillon cubes. And then we're going to add in 2 cups of milk. And also 1 tablespoon of W sauce. That's what I think I'm going to call it. Last week I had several people tell me, and I wish I could remember the funny one someone told me. And we're going to add in another half a tablespoon of pepper and a half a tablespoon of salt. And what you're going to want to do is let this warm up, bring it to a boil, And then we're going to add in some egg noodles. So you're going to want 4 cups of egg noodles, and once you add these in, you're going to want to keep stirring. You don't want to walk away and leave this. You're going to keep stirring it up, and the longer you stir it, it will thicken and make a sauce. I may have let mine cook just a tad bit too long because mine got really thick. I also have some potatoes and some corn on the cob, so we're making mashed potatoes. But as you can see, this is bubbling up and it's thickening right there. Breaking these meatballs in half. They were just so big. I think I made them too big, so I kind of used my spoon to break them in half and make them into smaller pieces. Shredded Parmesan cheese, which I didn't have. I used the grated Parmesan, and I don't know if it was because it was grated Parmesan or what, but I don't know. It was okay, but I almost feel like I should have left that out. It almost tasted, I don't know, salty-ish. It may have been too much salt, but I did what the recipe said. And here it is already on the table, y'all. What do you think of the food? Do you like it or not? What do you think? Are you going to tell me what you think of the food?
I think the food is good, but I think that fly that keeps coming is bad.
Okay. Courtney, I'm not showing you because you have a towel on your head. Is it good?
Show her anyway. She's just being
This is my little cousin's girl, or my cousin's little girl, Kinley. What do you think, Kinley? Do you actually like the noodles and stuff? Is it good?
She made it.
She helped make it. And you like that corn on the cob. Her son, I said I don't have to show you. I'm not, oh, look, I'm looking down. Oh.
She got you.
Look, I barely got you. There you go. Do you give a thumbs up or down, even though he's not eating the meat, the noodles? Bubba, what you think?
I like it.
Do you like the whatever that noodles were? Oops, I kind of showed you Brant for a second.
It's good.
Jennifer, do you want on camera or no? This is my cousin Jennifer.
Delicious.
Thank you. I haven't zoomed in too much. There we go. Ooh. I think it's good. Yes, it was good. Look at it, y'all. Hey, y'all. Tonight we are going to make spaghetti. Right back here in this pan or pot, I have some hot water that I'm bringing up to a boil. I did add salt to it. It's almost boiling. I started it actually before my meat. And then right down here in this pan, I have some ground beef. And it's a tad bit frozen still. Let me zoom out a little bit just so. So anyways, I have my meat on in between medium and medium high. And I'm going to also add in some. Yeah, I'm going to add in some of this minced garlic. This is a Great Value brand. I really love this. It's just so much easier. I mean, I know it's not fresh, but I just like using it. And so I put about 1.5 teaspoons there. I'm going to add in some onion powder. And then I'm going to throw in a little salt and pepper. I'm just going to use my fingers. My hands are clean. I've had a lot of people that ask me about my salt and pepper shakers. And these are Ray Dunn. I actually bought them at the Home Goods, I believe. Yeah, Home Goods. But you may find them also at Target or Marshall's. And there's the salt. And it's just so you can reach in there and just get out or measure out what you want. And one other thing I want to add is I'm going to add in some oregano. And I'm getting ready now to add my noodles. As you can see, that water over there, is boiling. So I'm just using the Great Value thin spaghetti. And what I like to do, and I have been doing this since my kids are small, is I'll break them in half. Sometimes I even break the noodles into like 3 parts. Just depends. And spaghetti is probably one of my most favorite meals. I think I could eat spaghetti like every day. And I even love eating leftovers of it. And I'm the worst at either making too many noodles or not enough. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make too many or not. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to use what's left. If it's too many, I will use them for something else tomorrow. And we're going to let those cook for about 9 minutes or so. And now back to the meat. Like I said, I know that most people do know how to make spaghetti. But if y'all want to hear a funny story, I did not eat spaghetti until I was probably, I don't know, 13 or 14. My brother's wife made spaghetti for us, and my mom never made regular spaghetti, and I was just like, what is this? This is so good. And that's where my love for spaghetti began. And then when I got a little bit older and started cooking, I would make it. That was one thing I could make, y'all, as a teenager and in my early 20s when I wasn't much of a cook. That was one thing I could make pretty good with spaghetti. And so, anyways, it's like, to me, it's comfort. Spaghetti is a comforting food. Can't go wrong with it. So I'm just going to continue to break this meat up and cook it, and then I will come back because for some reason I'm steaming up, but we're going to just continue to let that cook. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to the water to keep the noodles from sticking. I'll let this cook, and then I'll be back. I decided also, y'all, to make these Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits. If you've never made these, y'all, they're so good and easy. So I'm going to kind of show y'all. Okay, we're going to start out by putting this mix into the bowl. Then you're also going to want 3/4 a cup of cold water, and then a 1/2 a cup of shredded cheese. I just have the shredded sharp cheese. Oops, I'm kind of making a mess, but okay. And you're going to stir this together until it forms a soft dough. And it says not to over mix. And my kids love these. I usually make garlic bread with spaghetti, but I don't have any. And so I seen this and thought, hey, this would be good. Because it has a garlic herb butter that you put on top of them when they're done. It comes with a little mix, and you mix it with 1/4 a cup of melted butter. And then we'll put that on after this is all done. So, okay, I think that's just about ready. Just a second and we'll start making up the biscuits. Okay, y'all, the meat is pretty much done now. So, here, y'all know, if y'all watched my channel for very long, I get tongue-tied, sorry. If y'all have watched my channel for very long, you know Prego Traditional is my favorite, y'all. I love this spaghetti sauce. I have never found another spaghetti sauce that can beat Prego Traditional. So I'm just, and this meat, since it's so lean, I don't even have to drain it. But if your meat, you know, isn't, then you might want to drain it before you add your sauce in so it's not too greasy. But okay, y'all, I'm going to let this cook. I'm just got it on low. I'm just going to kind of let it warm up together. I have my pan lined with some parchment paper because this poor pan, I have scrubbed it and it's burnt. So anyways, we're going to just scoop this into kind of like little balls. And it'll make about, I think it says 8 to 10 of them. So we're going to just kind of scoop them in there. So now I'm gonna put these in the oven and we're gonna bake them for about 15 minutes at 425. Okay, y'all, I have 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and then there's a little package of this garlic herb stuff. Well, there's a little bit of butter that wasn't all melted, but I'm gonna mix this up. Anyways, we're gonna brush this on the tops. Adrian, how do you like the spaghetti? You got your mouth full. Is it good? Oh, you already ate all your biscuit. These are so good.
These are Red Lobster or the Pie Pies?
The Red Lobster. There's my niece Peyton. What do you think, Peyton? Is it better than the spaghetti you had the other day, you said?
Yes, it is. I love spaghetti. It's like lasagna, except a little less.
It just doesn't have all the cheese, right?
Yeah. And then the bread. I usually don't like bread, but this bread is really good.
Oh, good. Those are Red Lobster biscuits. What do you think, Bryce? Look at his plate, y'all. And he's already ate quite a bit of it. But we do the noodles and the meat separate so we can just kind of put it on. We have to save some for my husband because he's not home.
And you can also do it so then you can take it for the next day and it won't be all wet.
Like it dries out, it seems like, if you mix it. Yeah. And then if you end up with too many noodles and not enough sauce, and you know what I'm saying. Anyways. All right, y'all.
You didn't even ask mine.
Oh, yeah. Tell us your opinion.
I love these biscuits every single time she makes them.
Oh, yeah.
They're so buttery and stuff. And then we'll eat like 2 or 3. If I was able to, I'd eat the whole plate.
Yeah.
We have to save some for your daddy.
Yeah. We'll save 2 for Dad.
Spaghetti isn't my favorite food.
I'll grab one.
I love spaghetti.
I grabbed one because Dad gets 2.
And I'm flipping around. I never give y'all my reaction. Y'all, I already told y'all earlier, I love spaghetti. Like, it's one of my most favorite foods. I could live off of spaghetti. And once again, thank y'all so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner. Make sure to check back next Friday, 8 a.m. And we are going to have a full week of dinners. So next week will be better. Sorry that I didn't have as much this week. But thank y'all so much for all of you that watch, all of you that comment. I just appreciate all of y'all. Thank you. Bye-bye.